Morning. This week I figured I would bring you along and show you what my day in a life is. So today I'm going over to my client's house to do some editing. They are a YouTube family here in Mesa, Arizona. When I edit there at their house, and that way they can just see the footage and see what's happening and just give me live input right then and there. So it's currently 7:45. I'm heading over there right now. I should be there until about 4 o'clock. In a world.
12 and 13-year-olds going to parties.
School where you would like be in a long train. Head on back home now. Sorry about the camera angles, my bad, my apologies. I'm trying out new cameras and just trying to figure out which one's the best for me. But before I head home, I actually am returning a camera to Amazon, the DJI Pocket 3. It's a great camera, but I don't think it's the one for me. I still really like the FX3 or the FX30. My dream camera though is a FX6. Yes, I am a Sony fanboy. But yeah, we're gonna head on over to the Amazon distribution warehouse and drop off my package. Honestly, I've never been to a Amazon delivery center to return a package, so it's a little weird. Usually I just go to like a UPS store.
A few moments later.
Not gonna lie, that was actually like really efficient. Anyways, gonna head on home now. Rachel takes off around 5:30. It is 4:40 now. Oh, 4:42, I'm sorry. Hopefully I can catch her and say goodbye. If not, I'll see her in the morning. She's usually my alarm clock when she gets home. Made it back home. Got to see my wife before she goes to work. Showing her off while she's eating a mouthful of food.
That's my face too.
A regular routine for us. She works nights, so I get home around 5 o'clock, spend maybe like 30 minutes with her before she heads to the hospital and saves lives and being an awesome hero worker, right?
Sure. Gotta get the ant spray.
Sorry about that clip being blown out. If you missed what Rachel just said, we have an ant problem right now, unfortunately. Ants going around everywhere. They're kind of in here as well. I'm trying to get our ant sprayer to work, but it's not working for some reason.
A few minutes later.
All right, so I found an idea. I found this spray bottle. It doesn't have anything in it. I'm sure my wife would not approve of this, but I'm going to dump the remaining contents into like a water bottle or something and save it, and then I'm gonna pour the rest of the home defense cleaner into it, and I'm just gonna spray the ants that way, just because this is not sucking anything up. So I'm trying to figure something out, and this is honestly the best logical thing that I can make up in my head. So this is what I'm doing. I'm sorry, Rachel. I just realized that this is a first aid antiseptic spray, and I'm currently putting home defense spray in there. My bad. Alright, I'm making the executive decision. I'm just gonna go ahead and toss this spray bottle because I don't think cleaning it is probably going to be the smartest idea after I just used home defense in it. I'm just going to dump the rest of this contents down the drain, and we're just going to have to bite the bullet and get a new one. And by getting a new one, I mean my wife is a nurse and she can just come home with them. I'm going to go ahead and take the boys for a walk because it is now past 6 o'clock, and my dogs are dogs that need to be on a schedule. They are so set to their ways. They are so spoiled. It's ridiculous. So behind me is one of the little parks in the neighborhood. Alright, so I just got back and whew, man, it is still hot here in Arizona. Tomorrow, I believe it's supposed to be like 88 degrees, so I think we are on the downturn and we're heading back to cooler weather, which I'm super excited about. Maverick is whining because when we were at the park, there was a loud boom. And Mavi is very sensitive to loud noises, and so I think it scared him. I actually picked up a gig for the mortuary that I've been doing, which is a great gig. I think my parents are coming into town this Thursday and Friday, so it's gonna be a fun week. The pet store closes at 9. It is only 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna run up there and grab the boys some new food, and then I'm gonna come back home, make some dinner, and then I'm gonna watch the Padres. So Padres are having a great season. I really think they're gonna make it into the playoffs. I'm hoping they make it to the playoffs so then I can go home and actually watch them in the playoffs. So yeah, I'm just excited to be vlogging again. I don't know what every day is gonna consist of, like I mentioned before. Bear with me, and if you guys have any recommendations of what you wanna see here in Mesa, Arizona, I'm always down to go out and explore and see new things. But I got some things to do tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and do them, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow whenever I pick up the camera again. I cannot believe it. I'm vlogging for the second day in a row. Who would have thought? I think I'm just going to do a continuation for this entire week. So just this week is just going to be me and my daily routine, what I do. It's like 9:20 in the morning. Rachel got home about an hour ago. She's already in bed sleeping. Currently on the mushroom coffee kick. This is Rise. To be honest, I think they're pretty overpriced. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making just mushroom coffee, and that's kind of what I do every single morning. This might be the best creamer on earth. I'm not even kidding you. My client, she actually brought me onto it, and it is legitimately one of the best tasting coffee creamers I've ever had. My bento box from Cook Community, again, not sponsored. Got this cup when we lived in Philadelphia. So the one cool thing about this coffee is it gives you this really nice acacia spoon, and you can use that for measuring. It's usually just one little thing, but I like to do a little bit extra. When I first started the mushroom coffee, I honestly thought it was gonna just taste earthy and just plant-based, but honestly, it's really not that bad. And I have noticed an improvement in my health, especially in my mental health. The clarity I have and just the energy that I have is unlike any type of caffeine I've ever had. I've also noticed my improved gut health too, which has been very beneficial. You know, I am 30 now. The oven's ready. Again, this is Cook Community. It's sausage with fried rice. Our oven is not the greatest, so I have to kind of go for the full 15 minutes. So let's set the timer now. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
Maverick last night scared me so bad, and it was the creepiest thing. We were at the park and we heard a car exhaust, and Maverick does not do loud noises, hates fireworks, hates loud explosions, all of that. And so he immediately came to my side and was just shaking nonstop. So we come back home, and I thought when we got home that he was just being needy and he wanted his, we call them Verdes. They are Greenies. You can pronounce that by yourself right now. I'm not going to say the word because Maverick is very good at listening and he knows that word by heart. So we call him Verdes. So I thought that's all he wanted. He just wanted a treat. He was just by my hip the whole time. I gave him the treat and he just was freaking out still, did not take the treat. So I'm like, what in the world's going on? And he just kept cowering underneath the table and was just staring outside the entire time. And I'm like, okay, is something out there? Is something in my house? I don't know what was going on. And I just think he was just having a really bad panic attack. He was stressing. He was not coming anywhere near me. He wanted nothing to do with me. Finally, we were able to actually go back outside. I was able to take him for a walk. I think that kind of helped him a little bit, calmed him down. He was able to get some smells in, and he was able to kind of ground himself outside. He was able to use the bathroom, and we came back home, and he still was acting a little bit weird, but it was much better. Finally, he was able to go to sleep around 2 or 3 o'clock, which is extremely late for us, and he kind of kept me up throughout the night, still shaking and all that. This morning he's doing much better, so I have a feeling that's all that was last night. If not, my house is possessed. I don't know. We do have sage. But anyways, like I was mentioning before, this week is going to just be a peek into my life of what I do. I am a business owner. I own a content creation company. So companies hire me out to just come and do brand deals for them, or one of my clients now, they are a YouTube family. So I do a lot of their daily edits for them. Anyone who needs video work, video services, I'm your guy. I do from videography to editing to animation, even though I'm not the greatest animator. I have a background and a degree photography and audio production, so I love music. I love making music. I actually make music for the channels. I know I mentioned previously in this episode, I'm gonna call them episodes, my parents are coming into town on Thursday, I believe. And then actually the following week, I got a text from my brother, Monday through Wednesday, he's gonna be in town, so that's gonna be exciting to see him. Even though I just saw him a couple weeks ago in Idaho. But this will be the first time that he's ever been in a home that I owned. And like I mentioned, one of my other gigs is I do live streaming for a mortuary. So they offer a service that is for people who cannot attend the funeral, and I am able to live stream that for them. Maddie, chill. Alright, it's been a couple of hours since I picked up the camera. I've spent the time just relaxing before I head on over to the family's home. But before I head on over there, I'm going to take the dogs out real quickly. I'm not going to vlog it because I don't want to. We live in a really cool neighborhood with a lot of places to adventure. So if you're interested in like some sort of moto vlog, let me know. I want to try and change their outfit colors too.
So it seems like a whole different...
Yeah, just a whole different group of family. Just finished up at the daughter's house. Now I'm gonna head on over to the parents' home. I'm not too worried about going home and seeing Rachel because she's already left for work. That's the one bad part about working late for me. I never get to see her. We try to make the most of it, so I just pulled up to the family's home. Gonna run inside, like I mentioned before, edit for a couple hours, and then head on back to my place.
One eternity later.
Spent a couple of hours here. The sun's starting to go down a little bit earlier now because we're entering a new season, going into fall here in Arizona. But that wraps up my day for today. I'm just gonna head on back home and I'll pick back up tomorrow. It is the next day. I left my camera upstairs and I'm running late, and I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna vlog on my iPhone today, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm currently heading up to the mortuary because today is Wednesday. I have a scheduled live streaming event for the mortuary. I don't want to say it's a lot of fun because it's really not. It's sad when you think about it. I'm helping a family out in a time of need. It starts at 12, but I'm getting there at 11 just to set up and make sure that the process goes nice and smooth. And I just realized that I left something at home, so I'm turning back around and heading back. But this is why you give yourself time. This is a pro tip. Always give yourself time. All right, so we picked up what I left at the house. Funny story about this, actually. A couple weekends back, Rachel and I were out in California. We got to spend a weekend out there. When we went to Disneyland, we stayed at one of our friends' homes. Before we left, Rachel was just kind of packing up all of my stuff. The charger was included in the area where I was charging some of my things, and she thought it was mine, so she just threw it into the bag. Anyways, long story short, even though I'm still making it long, I got a text from my friend the other day. He's like, hey, did you grab my charger? And I was like, I don't think so. And I looked in my bag, and of course it was there. So I just finished up doing the live stream here over at Mountain View. I wasn't really going to show anything for obvious reasons. We did something new today where we actually took the live stream outside and did gravesite actual live stream. Heading home now. It is currently 3 o'clock. It went a little bit longer than expected. Rachel is currently home. She's asleep right now. She got home this morning. She usually wakes up around 4:30 or 5 o'clock before she has to head back in to work. I honestly don't know if she works tonight. She might be off. So if she is, might go out to dinner or just do something fun. The weather is absolutely gorgeous outside. It is, I know it sounds hot, but it's 91 degrees. And honestly, that is so nice here in Arizona. I also totally forgot to mention, but I actually need to stop at the UPS store before heading back home so I can drop off that charger and send it to my friend Mitch. I am so sorry. I had all the intentions of like actually filming, going into the store, doing the package, all that stuff. I had every intention of doing so. Parked right over my head, just right over my head, just completely forgot about it. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I'm excited for this weekend. I'm excited to see my parents. They are not coming tomorrow. I thought they were. They are not. They're coming on Friday. As you can tell, it's nighttime. I got home and Rachel was still asleep. I actually let her sleep all the way till 6:30. She was complaining of a headache, so I just figured it was best for her to get her rest. Anyways, it is now 7:30. I'm out walking the boys. Probably gonna actually call it an early night tonight since I'm gonna be getting up early to head on over to the family's home to do some editing. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Obviously, it is the next day. Got home last night, took the dogs out, and then honestly just went to bed. Woke up this morning around 7. Rachel woke up at 5 o'clock because our dogs needed to go out, and I guess I was just zonked last night. Did not have any recollection. And the grossest thing happened last night. Apparently, Goose, he threw up on me. He threw up on me last night on the blanket. Rachel threw the blanket off last night. I was freezing last night, just wondering where the blanket was. So searching for it, and then I gave up, and so I was just like, whatever. I just slept with the sheet. Woke up this morning, took a shower, got out of the shower, and Rachel was like, yeah, so Goose threw up on you last night, hence why there was no blanket. And I was like, oh, okay then. Anyways, I am now heading over to the family's home to start on some editing for them. But some exciting news, one of my youngest cousins on my dad's side, he has a football game today. My aunt messaged me and asked me if I could come and also film for them so they can create a highlight reel for him so he can start sending that out to colleges to hopefully get a scholarship, continue his career playing after high school and college. I was like, yeah, obviously, that sounds awesome. And I've been meaning to go to one of his games anyways, so it's perfect. I have been thinking about attaching a dash cam to my vehicle and that has good video recording, and low light can maybe actually pick up audio as well. I am on the search for that, because then I would do that. I would just attach the camera here to my windshield and go from there. Tired. Editing has taken a lot out of me. Maybe like an hour left or so before I'm gonna head home, get ready to go to my cousin's game, film him. I think he plays wide receiver, cornerback. I could be wrong. I'm totally guessing on defense. I have no idea if he plays defense. I know he's a wide receiver though, I think. I am now going to head home. Maybe take a quick nap because your boy is tired and exhausted. I do need to charge some batteries first. Gotta make sure I do that before I take a nap, so.
One eternity later.
Dragged along with me. Good morning. I mean, it's like good afternoon. It's like 2 o'clock. Working from home today. I've actually gotten a lot done. Rachel just called me into the bedroom as she woke up from her little slumber. She basically just said, you know what? I'm going to quit my second job today. She's going to type out a message to her boss and quit. So, yeah, figured why not share it? Got it all typed out. Are you gonna hit send or do you want me to hit send?
Oh, it just feels so weird. It's like losing your identity.
I don't know. It's a little nerve-wracking, but you've been pretty straightforward with me about wanting to do this, and
it's the end of an era. You do something your entire life, basically.
Your entire grown-up life. You've been there for over 10 years.
Fresh out of high school.
Uh-huh. Just hit send.
Oh. Oh no.
Come on, do it.
Oh, it's so grown up. You know what? F y'all.
Oh, she did it. Oh, she did it. She sent it. She sent it.
Hi.
Have fun at work.
Thanks. It's the season.
It is the season. Rachel's off to work. My parents are almost here. It's gonna be a great weekend. Rachel's working till Sunday. But that's it. That's my week. This is what a day in a week is of a business owner. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Until next week, we'll see ya.